Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carlos Victorino and this is Vic's Vlogs. If you're joining me for the first time, what I do is I usually vlog out on the weekends. Different things that I do, like different activities or outings or whatever. Usually it's going to be festivals because I like to go to festivals. I love EDM. EDM is part of my life. It's a big thing. Being at the beginning of the week, we got hit with the stay-at-home order. We're not really able to go out, so I can't really vlog. So luckily, another content creator that goes by the name of Vibe with Aid, she came up with a challenge to name your top 10 most memorable or favorite sets. I will link her videos down in the description if you want to check her video out. So throughout the week, I just sat down and I made up a list of the different sets that kind of stuck to me the most. I will be ranking them in order from number 10 up to number 1. And part of this challenge is to challenge other content creators to make a list. That way we could all come together and kind of analyze our list and compare and contrast different sets. Since this is a challenge video, I want to go ahead and try to challenge another content creator, another person that I met through Facebook. His channel is called The Bass Ginger. I will link his page down in the descriptions as well. And the point of these challenges is just to have us other content creators to like reach out to other people and kind of grow as a community. So if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe if you want, and then comment what you think as well. Without any further ado, let's just get into the list. So number 10, we're going to be starting off with Millennium at Abu Dhabi 2019. At this festival, it was kind of random for me because I decided to kind of just go by myself, completely alone, no friends, not telling anybody I was going to go. And let me tell you, it was kind of an adventure. Going completely solo, which I recommend for anyone out there that wants to go to festivals. Try to do one on your own. It really changes your perspective on things. But there was a group of friends that I met up with who happened to be Millennium fans. They were like hardcore Millennium fans. So I stuck with them throughout the night. And even though Slander was at this festival, I am a huge Slander fan. I'm going to give that festival to Millennium because I had tried to see him quite a few times, but it just never worked out. But seeing Millennium at Abu Dhabi for the first time with a hardcore Millennium fan really stuck out to me. Because I always imagine Millennium to be kind of like a soft artist because of the songs he has. But seeing his performance and how he's not really that soft, he doesn't have that soft image. For number 9 is a really of a twist. Because I pride myself in being like a headbanger. I love bass music. I love dubstep. But Armin at Paradiso, rest in peace Paradiso, 2018, I was really just lost in the sauce. I had taken a lot of, let's call them vitamins. And before him, there was Ganja White Knight, Snails, and Rez. And at Rez, I just got completely lost in the sauce. And I was like in the galaxies far, far away. But then I heard like Armin's music. And he's like more of a trance, which I never thought I would like. He kind of like brought me back to earth and brought me back to reality. And then when I woke up, like just being at a set, it was like an out-of-body experience. It was crazy. He definitely like, from that point on, I wanted to open up to like different genres or subcategories of like EDM. At number 8, this one was kind of a funny one. I might get a lot of heat for this, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was a good set. At number 8, I'm going to have DJ Diesel at Lost Lands 2018. I know a lot of people saying that that's kind of like a filler spot, but I mean, to see, for those of you who don't know, DJ Diesel is Shaq, pretty much. He's been DJing for a while, and there's a lot of people that hate on it, but I mean, he's not a producer, he's a DJ, so he mixes people's music, and it was just a good time. It was like a lot of fun. At the beginning of the set, nobody knew who it was going to be, so I was kind of like all the way in the back, kind of getting ready to go to the next stage, just in case it wasn't someone I wanted to see. But as soon as I saw like the picture, I was like, yep, I gotta go up there. And I went from the back, like around where the water station is. If you guys know Lost Lands, I went from the water station pretty much almost up to the front because I wanted to like see, I wanted to experience it. Like it was, and he really did really good. As a DJ, I think he did like amazing. I had like the most fun.
Lost Lands.
For number 7, I'm gonna go with Snails. His Shell Tour, the first one, not the 2.0. The Shell Tour he did in 2017. When I saw him here in Seattle at the Tacoma Dome. And I gotta say, that was the heaviest I've ever seen Snails go. Like, he threw down and just destroyed the house. First of all, that whole lineup for the Shell Tour was amazing. I remember it was like Say My Name. It was, I forget what back-to-back it was, but it was a heavy back-to-back. And then it's Keizo. For those of you that know, I don't really like Keizo, but at this show, he really brought his A game. Like, I was jumping around, and I don't really jump around. I'm too old for that. But then Snails came on. He opened up hard. He went hard pretty much throughout the whole set. Unfortunately, my friends, something happened the day before. I kind of set them back. So they were pretty much at the bleachers the whole show. So I was just raging out there like as hard as I can. It was like peak Snails for sure. For number 6, this is a good one. This is the Enchanted Slander back-to-back Spaghetti at Lost Lands, 2019. Everyone talks about that set to this day because, first of all, it was magical. And it rained during the set. And everyone knows that, like, Slander in the rain is just amazing. Like, first of all, I'm a huge Slander fan, obviously. But, like, to this day, people still talk about that set because the lasers with the rain and it felt like diamonds were falling. And I made my way to the rail. I was at the rail pretty much the whole set. I'm not a person that rides the rail, but for this set, I was like, I have to be at the rail because I knew it was going to be special. I was with another friend that he knows that I like Slander, so he got me to the rail pretty much. I can't still bleed, 'cause with you I'm superhuman. Yeah, that's definitely hard to beat. So these next ones, they have to be like prime, you know. Number 5 is a super special one for me because he was like the only one I needed to see to cross off my list of all the people that I wanted to see pretty much. And it's none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Skrillex. Skrillex is a legend. Like, first of all, he wasn't on the lineup for EDC Las Vegas 2019, which first of all was my first time going to EDC Las Vegas. And he was like a surprise guest. His time slot was kind of snuck in because some of the artists decided to kind of cut their time short to fit him in. And one of them happened to be Slander. But like, no one knew until the day of that he was going to be at EDC. So just the crowds, as soon as people knew, they like went to the stage and like waited for him to show up. And I was like right in the middle. I was like in the best spot to see him. Like I don't even know what to say about Skrillex, but like his set was amazing. Like I liked it. I enjoyed every minute of it. And number 4, I put Slander, the kickoff to their Alchemy tour at Long Beach. This one was a wild one for me because I decided to send it last minute. Like literally, I got everything the day of. I flew out there from Seattle, like last minute, like about my flight, and I was like, I just gotta go. And then I got there, I had no plans. I was just kind of waiting around. I walked around Long Beach for a bit, waited for the gates to open. And in line, I met up with some other people that are in the Slander fam. So I hung out with them, and the vibes were just amazing. I I'm grateful for them to able to accept me into their little group. And yes, for this one, I did also go alone. I like to go to a lot of shows and festivals alone. But yeah, the vibes were just amazing. The group that I met with was like the best. This is the reason that I love Slander, because all the like Slander fam were like a family, and it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe. These last three were the hardest ones to kind of like place them, because I debated about it like throughout the whole week pretty much. These last three were like the ones that was like flip-flopping a lot. And I feel like they might still flip-flop whenever you ask me. But for this video, I'm going to put number 3 as Slander EDC Orlando 2017. And this is the first time I've seen Slander. Before this, I had missed them like 3 or 4 times. And before their set, I had like lost the group that I went with. For this festival, I kind of went alone, but I went also with like a group that I met at Lost Lands, which is like a few months before. So these people were kind of strangers to me, but at this festival, we became like a tight-knit family. Earlier that day, a lot of us kind of went our separate ways to see artists we wanted to see. But I don't know how a group of like 15 people, we all met up and like on the way to Slander. Like it was just crazy how it happened. But like we all made our way to the stage. I forget what stage it was, but we all met up. We kind of like single file line, and we all looked for a spot to like kind of be able to sit down. A lot of them made it like a cuddle puddle, but since it was my first time seeing Slander, I kind of wanted to like stand up and like experience like the vibes or whatever. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But then they opened up with like Eminem, and like I can't even explain it. Like it was just amazing. Like from beginning throughout the whole like set to the end, like I could go on and on for days. Like that is the moment I fell in love with Slander. I was like, these are my artists. And from since on, like as you can tell, I'm a huge Slander fan. From that day on, that's why it's my number 3. At number 2, I have Excision set at Lost Lands 2017. Everyone knows about what happened at this set. It was the premiere festival. His first set, he wanted to open up Lost Lands with a bang, and he definitely did, because his intro to this day, everyone like knows how crazy it is. People like meme it. People keep sharing how it like opened. The first year of Lost Lands was by far one of the most amazing things. The vibes were amazing. I will say this to the day that I die. Go to Lost Lands. Definitely make at least one trip to Lost Lands. But Excision's opening set to his opening festival, like it doesn't get better than that. Like, and just throughout the whole set, I went with my group of friends, and like something happened before that. One of the friends I was with had to go to like the med tent, but like during his set, we met up with them again, and as we were making our way back to them, Excision plays "Standing in the Fire." So we kind of went back. I mean, it was kind of like you couldn't miss out to the song, you know? It's a classic. We spent the rest of the set with them, and it was amazing. And for number 1, we have Excision back-to-back Nightmare at Bass Canyon 2018. This set was insane. Like, first of all, it was the first year of Bass Canyon, and I went and got Premiere, which is like my first time doing like Premiere camping, and I got VIP before it was cool, because I know everyone does VIP at Bass Canyon now. So just, first of all, I had like the amazing time throughout the whole festival, and this was the last set closing out Bass Canyon, and like it was just hitter after hitter after hitter. I was just having so much fun. And for the last 15 minutes, they brought out Slander. So it turned from Excision back-to-back Nightmare to Excision back-to-back Good Vibrations. Like, my heart was so full of like all the good feelings. Like, to this day, like I'm pretty sure, like if I die and I have a flashback, this 15 minutes is gonna be one of the things that I'll remember before I die. Like, it has to be. There was like This is like the peak, like, oh my God, like I can't explain it, but it was the best moment of my life. Like, seeing Slander, Nightmare, I also like Nightmare, and Excision. Like, these are my favorites, like, all of them together. Like, and the thing that sucks about it is that it was like a one-time experience, because this set, they didn't record it. I can't find it anywhere. I've been trying to like find videos. Like, it was like, that's how special it is. Like, anyone that was there, you guys know how like insane it was. Ah, man. Like, I'm still so happy that I got to experience it. So that's my list. I will post down in the description the different sets that I found on SoundCloud. If you guys want to like take a listen to them, you guys don't have to wait to be challenged. You guys can just go ahead and do this challenge. I definitely recommend it. It brought up so many different memories of going back and thinking of like these different sets that I experienced at different festivals. But yeah, with that being said, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, comment down below your opinions. I know you guys have a few, and hopefully I can find things to do during this whole lockdown. And if you guys want, go ahead and follow me on my socials as well. They'll be down in the description. Everything you need is going to be down in the description, like I said. So until next time, guys, peace.